We go back to some good music from the boys. And Tom Carr, director of the TBI Freedom Colorado and Colorado Springs, and the Craig Hospital Foundation. And a few players and Ken went down last week, and my first time meeting Tom, and he actually gave us a tour of what they're doing and how what's going on down there at Craig, and then actually laid out for us what they do with the money that we've raised, the $170,000 now plus dollars that we've raised for them, and it goes directly to the veterans. And some of the stories he said can really touch you. This is not anything that I had any clue that I was going to do when I retired. I was going to be working in my gardens, I was going to be golfing, I was going to be traveling. I do work in the garden, but the other two have sort of faded away because this guy has hooked me into this, not really the pickleball, but I would say the community and the people, and now making changes in people's lives. And I have 7 brothers who serve out of 10 boys. And out of that 7, all 7 came back healthy. And my mom always said, one of them is not going to come back the way they went. And they all did. And that I'm really thankful for. And Tom is in programs that are helping all of those that were not able to come back. So please welcome Tom Carr.
Good evening. Make sure I talk to them. I don't know what the right height is. Somebody tell me what the right height is. Figure that out. Not the Ken height, of course. Let's just pick on Ken height. If I had known it was a roast, I would prepare differently. There's time. Let's see how it goes. Guys, thank you. Apologize for being late. It's one of my pet peeves for sure, and certainly not approved of by my military staff, so I apologize for that. Definitely having a Colorado evening out there for everybody if you didn't catch it, so very fun. So yes, my name is Tom Carr. I'm the Director of Therapeutic Recreation and Adaptive Sports and Military Programming at Craig Hospital. Thank you all. I'm very happy to be here. On behalf of Craig, the hundreds of veterans who are currently in the Operation TBI Freedom program, I want to congratulate and thank Ken for all he has done for those who have served. So let's start there. Thank you. Let me tell you guys something you probably already know. I'm assuming most of you here are here because of pickleball or the Pickleball for Heroes event. If not, and he's brought you here to tell you a little bit about those events, I'm going to make a suggestion for you. Let's just say yes now and save like a lot of time down the road. I think everyone would agree Ken has a way of convincing folks to be part of this great community and what I think is a great program that you guys all help to support, so thank you for that. You know, before I get into the program too much, I just want to understand and tell you all that I know there are a lot of great causes out there. We all get pulled in a lot of directions. I wrote a few things. I mean, how many golf tournaments have people played in? Supporting different causes and things like that. Myself, anyone been part of this No Shave November thing where you look like a fool for a month here? So I've tried that side of things. Doesn't really work well for me, guys. That's not really my thing. Run 5Ks, walks and stuff for organizations. Anyone do that thing a couple years ago where you dumped ice water over your head for ALS? Anyone try that one? So, you know, I've done that as well. And most recently, I really do like the program that does push-ups to kind of support and raise awareness about suicide prevention. But, you know, when I think about those things and the participation that I've done in them, and I ask myself, what have I done with that event? Where have I raised awareness? Do people understand where does that money and things that we raise actually go? If I'm being honest, I'm not really sure about what kind of impact that those things have. But what I can tell you is in the years, and as many years that I've been associated with the Operation TBI Freedom program, and in the last 2 years that I've been fortunate enough to be the director, I can tell you firsthand the immediate and very often life-saving impact that this program has for service members. For those who don't know, first of all, I'll be here later on to answer questions if anyone has about Operation TBI Freedom and get more into it in terms of what that program offers. I also know better than to get too far between people and the food, so I will continue to move this along. But for those who don't know, Operation TBI Freedom provides non-clinical case management services, veteran-to-veteran non-clinical services for veterans who are returning home with traumatic brain injury, or TBI. Thanks to Ken's work and all of your support, the staff down there are able to provide emergency food and housing to veterans when needed. And guys, when I say that, I mean sometimes that same day that someone walks in and doesn't know where they're going to get their next meal from, or is not sure where they're going to be sleeping that night. They're able to provide, once someone is stabilized, educational opportunities, vocational training, and job placement when they're ready to make that next step in their transition. And after that, and after we've taken care of some of those needs, they're able to provide ongoing support in terms of events, support groups, and just a mentor, another veteran, to help keep them on track going forward. Guys, I would be here all night if I told you about all the different programs and support that Operation TBI does for our veterans. But at the end of the day, it really is the staff, the veterans, 7 of them down there who themselves are 20-year veterans who have seen combat time, who really make the program happen. I want you to know, unlike some of those other things I've done and supported, I know this program is having an impact. Craig knows the program's having an impact. And the OTF staff will tell you it's having an impact as well, as do the hundreds of OTF clients, their spouses, and families. Unfortunately, the latest data from the Department of Defense places the number of service members with some type of TBI somewhere in the 20% range of those who have served. Guys, so I hate to say it, at least for now, there doesn't seem to be any end of the need for the services that Operation TBI Freedom is providing. We plan to go long into the future, and I really want to thank you all for your support. And of course, Ken for bringing this all together and shining light on what is a major problem for our country. Thank you for being part of the solution.